On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Forgivable.
Able to be excused or understood, not worthy of blame or punishment, deserving of understanding and empathy.
Examples:
Forgivable mistake. Forgivable offense. His mistake was forgivable, considering the circumstances.
Misogyny.
A dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Examples:
Misogyny issue. The misogyny of medieval Christianity. His speech was filled with misogyny and caused widespread outrage.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Wildcat.
A small, carnivorous mammal with a long, slim body, short legs, and a long, bushy tail that is native to North and Central America and Eurasia, a risky or unproven venture.
Examples:
Wildcat speculation. African wildcat. The forest wildcat was known for its agility and strength.
Daffodil.
A type of spring-flowering plant that has yellow or white petals and a trumpet-shaped center, a symbol of rebirth and renewal.
Examples:
Autumn daffodil. Blooming daffodil. The yellow daffodils in the garden signaled the arrival of spring.
Referee.
A person who controls the game in some sports by making players follow the rules.
Examples:
A fair referee. Assistant referee. The referee blew his whistle.
Whistle.
To make a high-pitched sound by forcing breath through a small opening, usually with the lips or fingers. Noun, a piece of equipment that forces air or steam against an edge or into a cavity, and so produces a loud shrill sound.
Examples:
Whistle a tune. Whistle for help. The employee decided to whistleblow on the company's illegal activities.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Amply.
Plentifully or sufficiently, to a great extent, adequately or generously.
Examples:
Amply demonstrated. Amply compensated. The project was amply funded, allowing us to complete it on schedule.
Hillbilly.
Someone who is from a rural or mountainous region, especially in the southern United States, A person who is considered unsophisticated or lacking in refinement.
Examples:
Hillbilly music. Hillbilly community. The hillbilly family lived off the land in their rustic cabin.
Hypersexual.
Having an abnormally or excessively high level of sexual desire or behavior.
Examples:
Hypersexual behavior. Hypersexual disorder. The therapist helped the patient deal with hypersexual tendencies and healthily manage their behavior.
Muse.
A source of inspiration, particularly for creative endeavors such as writing or art, a mythical spirit thought to inspire poets and artists.
Examples:
Muse inspiration. Creative muse. She gazed out the window, deep in thought, as if waiting for her muse to strike.
Scot.
A tax or payment, particularly a share or portion of something. A person from Scotland or a Scottish immigrant.
Examples:
Pay annual Scot. Traditional Scot attire. The scot-free suspect was later apprehended for a different crime.
Epitome.
A person or thing that is a typical or perfect example of a particular quality or type.
Examples:
An epitome of history. World's epitome. He was the epitome of courage, always standing up for his beliefs.
Trench.
A long, deep ditch made in the ground, usually parallel to a plate boundary and marking a subduction zone. A long ditch built in the ground for carrying away water.
Examples:
Deep sea trench. Trench excavator. A trench was being dug alongside the road by workers.
Cucumber.
A long and green fruit with thin skin and crisp, refreshing flesh, typically eaten as a vegetable.
Examples:
A cucumber face mask. Several varieties of cucumbers. I like to slice cucumber and put it on my sandwiches.
Pickle.
Vegetables or fruit preserved in salty water or vinegar, served cold with meat, salads, etc.
Examples:
Pickle a cucumber. Pickle barrel. The pickle must have an acidity level high enough to inhibit the growth of bacteria.
Avow.
To openly declare or acknowledge something, especially a belief, intention, or feeling, to claim or admit something with frankness or certainty.
Examples:
Avow responsibility. Avow my faith. The CEO avowed that the company will continue to focus on sustainability.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Patriarchy.
A social system in which men hold primary power and predominate in roles of political leadership, moral authority, and control of a property.
Examples:
Patriarchy system. Ancient patriarchy. The feminist movement aims to challenge and dismantle patriarchy society and promote gender equality.
Cyber.
Relating to or involving computers, computer networks, or virtual reality.
Examples:
Cyberbullying. Cybercrime. Cyber-espionage between countries can have serious consequences.
Vitriolic.
Bitter, acidic, or harsh in tone or language, expressing intense and vehement hatred or criticism, pertains to or derived from vitriol, equals an archaic name for certain sulfates, initially used to describe sulfuric acid.
Examples:
Vitriolic assault. Vitriolic discussion. Her vitriolic remarks caused much tension in the workplace.
Outpouring.
A sudden and abundant flow or expression of thoughts, feelings, emotion, or information, an overwhelming amount of something expressed in a short period of time.
Examples:
Artistic outpouring. Emotional outpouring. The outpouring of support from the community was overwhelming after the tragic event.
Heinous.
Extremely wicked or cruel, evil.
Examples:
Heinous firm. Heinous act. The heinous crime shocked the whole community.
Snitch.
To inform on or betray someone, usually to authorities or figures of authority, especially for personal gain or advantage.
Examples:
Snitch and give valuable information. Snitch to the authorities. He snitched on his coworkers when he realized they were breaking the law.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something, to give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Retaliate.
To respond to an action or attack with a similar action, especially one that is intended to harm or punish the other person.
Examples:
Retaliate for the blow. Retaliate in a like fashion. After the other team scored, we retaliated by playing even harder and scoring 2 quick goals.
Intersect.
To meet or cross one another.
Examples:
Intersect at a point. Railways intersect the country. Her multidisciplinary works intersect music and picture with writing.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Neurobiology.
A field of biology that studies the structure, function, and development of the nervous system, including the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves, encompassing a wide range of research topics, including the molecular and cellular processes involved in neural signaling, the organization of neural circuits, and the neural basis of behavior, cognition, and emotion.
Examples:
Neurobiology research. Cellular neurobiology. The professor's research in neurobiology has led to groundbreaking discoveries in the field of brain science.
Cortisol.
A hormone produced by the adrenal gland that is involved in regulating the body's metabolism, immune system, and blood pressure.
Examples:
Cortisol stress. Excessive cortisol. Cortisol levels in the body are often elevated during times of stress.
Limbic.
Of or relating to the system of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction.
Examples:
Limbic cortex. Limbic epilepsy. The limbic brain region responded readily to negative or sad sounds.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Allegation.
An assertion or claim that is made without proof or evidence, a statement that someone has done something wrong or illegal, but which has not been proven in a court of law.
Examples:
Baseless allegations. Allegation of corruption. The allegation of fraud against the politician damaged his reputation.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Scrub.
To clean something thoroughly, typically with a brush and soap or detergent.
Examples:
Scrub off graffiti. Scrub dirt from potatoes. She decided to scrub the kitchen floor to remove all the dirt and grime.
Specious.
Seemingly plausible, genuine, or correct, but actually false or misleading, misleadingly attractive or convincing, but lacking in truth or substance.
Examples:
Specious justification. Specious reasoning. The politician's specious arguments failed to convince the skeptical audience.
Disaggregate.
To separate something into its parts or smaller units, often for analysis or examination.
Examples:
Disaggregate the costs. Disaggregate the test scores. I must disaggregate the data into smaller categories to analyze it more effectively.
Caregiving.
The act of providing care and support for someone who is ill, disabled, or elderly.
Examples:
Caregiving process. Caregiving responsibilities. She devoted her life to caregiving, looking after her aging parents.
Aspen.
A deciduous tree with smooth, white bark that often trembles or quakes in the wind, a type of skiing that involves quick, short turns on steep slopes.
Examples:
Aspen grove. Golden aspen leaves. The aspen trees turned a bright yellow in the fall, creating a beautiful sight.
Deplorable.
Deserving strong condemnation or censure, shocking, shameful, or very bad.
Examples:
Deplorable conditions. Deplorable behavior. The deplorable living conditions in the slums caused widespread disease.
Maim.
To injure or wound someone seriously, particularly by permanently disabling or disfiguring a body part.
Examples:
Maim a victim. Maim his hand. The reckless driver maimed several pedestrians after losing control of the vehicle.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Twit.
A silly or foolish person, someone regarded as annoying or irritating.
Examples:
Celebrity twit. Neighborhood twit. Please ignore that twit on social media. Their opinions are irrelevant.
Legislator.
A member of a group of people who has the power to make or enact laws.
Examples:
A legislator appointed by the party. Incumbent legislator. Corporate executives and legislators are still overwhelmingly men.
Astute.
Having the ability to assess situations or people accurately and to act accordingly, mentally sharp or clever, showing practical wisdom or shrewdness.
Examples:
Astute decision-making. Astute businessman. His astute observation allowed him to catch the mistake before anyone else did.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Telegraph.
A method of long-distance transmission of messages by electrical or radio signals.
Examples:
Answer by telegraph. Telegraph wires. The telegraph service was interrupted for a while.
Chairperson.
The officer who presides over organization meetings.
Examples:
Vice chairperson. The meeting elected a chairperson. The chairperson has the authority to approve or deny any request.
Derail.
To cause a train or tram to run off the tracks accidentally, to run off or leave the rails accidentally.
Examples:
Derail the recovery. Derail an argument. The train derailed because a cow was standing on the tracks.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Unfold.
To open up or spread out something that is folded or rolled up. To reveal or disclose something that was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unfold the story. Unfold the stroller. The mystery unfolded as the detectives gathered more clues.
Latent.
Existing but not yet expressed, active, or visible, hidden or dormant.
Examples:
latent desire, latent threat. Many people have latent talents they are not aware of.
Affirmation:
a statement declaring something to be true strongly.
Examples:
self-affirmation, statement of affirmation. The affirmation from her boss gave her the confidence she needed to move forward with her project.
Dialect:
a form of a language that is spoken in a particular geographical area or by a particular group of people and has distinguishing characteristics.
Examples:
a local dialect, minority dialect. The dialect spoken in the region differed from other parts of the country.
GNU:
the anatomical term for the convex part of a structure, such as a knee or elbow joint.
Examples:
genuvalgum, genuflexion. The surgeon performed a genu replacement on the elderly patient.
Cingulate:
a part of the brain situated in the medial aspect of the cerebral cortex that is an integral part of the limbic system, which is involved with emotion formation and processing, learning, and memory.
Examples:
a posterior cingulate, ventral cingulate cortex. Researchers found marked differences in the anterior cingulate of the brain between species.